Good morning, fellow option traders, and this is the daily scan for Friday, November 30th, 2012. Welcome to the end of a fun week. All weeks in the market are fun. This one had its ups and downs, of course, like every other one. Let's get to the meat, though, right away. We'll take a look first at the E-minis. We are up here on the daily chart right at the 50 moving average, and on the weekly chart you can see that we bounced off of a rising 50 and we are in a current uptrend. So I would think that if we can break out of here and show something today, this is actually today's candle because this is the futures and it's already today for the futures. It's today for me too, and for you also. Take a look at the Russell because we are now in a profit 10 portfolio trade for the Russell RUT. And I'll show you that a little bit later. Russell is up this morning also pretty strongly. Take a look at gold. Don't take a look at gold very often, but I found it kind of interesting when I was looking at it as I was trying to warm up, literally, from walking the dog this morning. And I was taking a look at gold and I'm thinking, look at this. Let's just zoom this in just a hair. We have a hook down on K. And we have a turnover here on the moving average from an uptrend to the beginning of a downtrend. So if you feel like shorting gold, this might be a good time to do it. Just I don't usually play it though because it's just a little bit too crazy for me. Alright, and also I just was looking at the euro dollar. And if it's going up, that means the dollar is weakening. So we are in an uptrend here, and the daily just turned up, and it looks like the weekly is going to flatten out. So the dollar is showing a little bit of weakness, but I'm no expert in that area, so just making an observation. I can't really make an interpretation on what that means. We'll take a look at the bonds. Bonds are drifting up, which is usually bonds drift up, market drifts down. So I don't, I can't say what's really happening here either. There's probably a lot of manipulation in that area by the government itself. All right, enough with that stuff. Let's review what we're in right now. We are in Apple. We'll switch to analyze here and take a look at, this is the second expiration for December, the second Friday in December. That's the expiration date that I picked when I entered this particular credit spread, and it's doing okay. It's up 167. Apple's doing pretty good here. I can't really complain about anything, I guess. And we're keeping above. This is the break even for that trade, so we're staying above it. Amazon, excuse me, I exited yesterday. I entered this trade at $2.24 and bought it back for 9 cents. So that was after commissions, was $2.10 gain on each one. CF Industries, we're still doing okay on that one. Another December expiration, and I have my date set here, so we have a 68% probability, or even better, if we were to slide this over. We now have a 90% probability that this is going to make money, but that doesn't guarantee that it's going to make money. Just keep that in mind. Salesforce, still doing okay on that. We're not in the safe zone here yet either, but that's okay. We still have time. Google is another December expiration. We're still doing okay there. MasterCard is a December expiration, and that one's doing very good. Might want to consider, well, no, I don't think that we would even get out of this one early. So if you want to view the trade here, I look at the short. It's worth $1.35 right now. We sold it for $4.88, and to buy it back would be $1.35. We have 3 of these. So we'll just see what we're going to do about that one. Nothing for right now, though. And then for the profit tent portfolio yesterday, let me switch accounts here over to that account. This is pretty much what the Qs look like. Yesterday on the Qs, I didn't get all of my trades executed. You can see down here, this particular iron condor did execute, and I did open up on that one for 59 cents, and I'll put a lock on that. This one I'm going to try again today. It's difficult to get an execution on this type of trade, but what it does though is keep, if you do an iron condor and this account pays like the $9.95 plus, I don't know, 75 cents a contract or something like that, if you do it as an iron condor, you save a little bit in transaction fees. So I'm going to be trying to do this one again today unless there's a significant move, but I probably still will do it. With that all being said, if I take out the, oops, not this one, the calendar insurance policy, this particular one has a delta of 52, and if I change this to portfolio view, and I want to get rid of simulations, our delta is 16, because also what I did was entered into this rut trade here. Now I just did one of them with a 2 strike wide trade here, with the short put at 750 and the long one at 740, and the short call at 880 and the long one at 890. Now if we were to look at that one by itself, it looks like this, and it has a delta of 1. So I'm just opening up with 1, and this is in January. And the same thing with the Qs that I did yesterday, that was January also. Alright, moving right along, action-packed video today. Let's do the A+ list, skip what we're in. I already did it. Amazon, we got out of Amazon, but we should look to see if there's something else setting up here. And there isn't. Nothing here. Nothing here. I think that we're going to have definitely a trend reversal here. I think Amazon's doing well this season, and the Kindle Fire HD, I think, is a very hot item. As a matter of fact, I got one for my family's Christmas present because I am an Amazon person. You know, I belong to Amazon Prime, so I get free shipping. I buy tons of stuff from there, and well, I buy a lot of stuff that I would normally buy from someplace else. I buy it from there, so that's a pretty good company so far. So because I'm a Prime member, I get a lot of movies free. So if you get the Kindle Fire HD and it's got HDMI connection, you hook it up to your TV, and you got an internet-capable TV, basically. So it's pretty cool. So it's a Roku with a 7-inch screen, I guess, is one way that you could put it, and more. You can still read books in it too, so that's pretty cool. Well, enough about that. Baidu. We had this alert go off, and I didn't feel comfortable with it. This would have been, this was a couple days ago, so I didn't do anything. I don't really see anything setting up at the moment either. CF we're in, Chipotle we just got out of, and I'm not seeing anything exciting happening here, and I'm going to get rid of the drawings. In there, MasterCard, okay. Naughty price line. What is going on? Well, this is interesting because this is normally a reversal type of an indicator. So we'll see what happens on this. I'm not seeing anything setting up at the moment. And Panera. So we've turned down here. We now have a downtrend, a trend reversal here. Still in an uptrend over here on the long term. And pretty flat here on the daily, or the short term, I guess you might call it, hourly, roughly, hour and 18 minute chart. And that is it. One other thing that I wanted to show you, if you are a Thinkorswim customer, this is interesting. I see them use this on the swim lessons. They use the old layout. So if we say return to the old layout, you can get a quick snapshot of portfolio-wise without doing a lot of clicking and changing and stuff of where you are. So in this particular case, the Q's has a delta of 45 and the Ruts is -1. So overall you're like 44, positive 44 delta. This part down here, they're also counting your money market fund. So this is the cash portion of it, which really pumps it up because every dollar is 1 delta. So that really pumps it up. So that's deceiving. So if you just look at your open trades and do a rough math in your head, that's an interesting way, and you get the rest of them on your portfolio also. Now you can get it here too, but what I've done here is I did the watch spread. So when you enter as an iron condor, it'll list itself under here as an iron condor. If you leg in like I did the one the previous month, if you leg in, it shows up as individual verticals like it was when you entered it. And this is the insurance policy here. So the bad part is it would be really nice if overall totals, it gave you the total delta, gamma, etc., but they don't. Maybe I'll ask them if they could just do it. It's just simple math. It's not rocket science here. So it'd be nice if they did that. All right, we're over our time limit. That's it for today. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching, and happy trading.